Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SRL TV for the Season 9 State of Origin series, kicking off with Game 1 here in Suncorp Stadium tonight. It's the Queensland Maroons hosting the New South Wales Blues as these two formidable opponents do battle once more for Season 9. Two terrific teams doing just an absolute clash here. I'm the Commissioner Will Kay, joined by the one and only Sonny Tyre for State of Origin. Don't you love it? Welcome.
Yeah, cheers, Will, and welcome to everyone in the SRL community. State of Origin is here for Season 9, and we can't wait to get to it. Sonny Tyre and the Maroons running out to a raucous home crowd. And for the Maroons, it's a new look, it's a new era. Sonny Tyre taking over the reins from Season 1 captain Luke Malchus. So, given the 8 seasons of leadership from Malchus, it's a huge turning of the tide for the Maroons. Whether or not they'll be able to capitalise and go against this Blues squad, we'll have to wait and see. There's been a lot of big changes, some big names being dropped, but for the Blues, they are looking to capitalise off their dominance in the past 2 Origin series. They are the back-to-back defending champions, and they will be looking to consolidate it with a 3-peat. Will Kay looking to cap off his legacy with the Blues and get New South Wales the coveted 3-peat. I mean, it just has the makings to be an absolute battle for the ages, Will. It's a privilege as always. Let's get into it. State of Origin, Game 1, and we're about to kick off. Let's go, Queensland.
This is Game 1 of the series. It's going to be the Queenslanders kicking off. They're going to go to Luke Short, returning after the State of Origin hiatus. And he'll be brought down there as that's the first. A good first run there from Luke Short. As now they go. James now goes to Chapman Kenny. Through the middle, it's Will Kay. Cutting straight through. Breaking a tackle. Kay's away. Kay's away. He's got space. Butterfield's closing in, but it's going to be Cox to get the tackle. They're at the 30 now, the Blues. As New South Wales, they shape up. James goes out to the right. It's going to be Borsens. Inside ball to Barnes. Barnes is met well. It's Lord there. James. Thorne is there, I think, making the tackle. Yes, it is. Mike Borsens now spreads it out. It's going to be a knock on. The Blues have made an error and a dog's breakfast of that opportunity, and the Queenslanders now an opportunity to strike back.
What a run there from Will Kay, leading by example and getting the early breakaway. That's what's going to set the tone for this game. And the Maroons lucky to get away. The Blues just forcing a mistake, an unforced mistake, I should say. But yeah, the Queenslanders now, let's see what they can reply with. That start from the Blues, I think that's just a prerequisite to how they want to play this game. They want to be fast, they want to be quick off the line, and they want to try and punish the Maroons through the speed of their outside edges in Lockie McKinnon and Cody Ogg. So let's see how this set turns out for Queensland.
As the Queenslanders now parked up on the line, 10 metres out, it's going to be Lachlan Cox playing the ball. They go out to the left, it's Sonny Tyre set deep. They'll go to him for this play, puts it up high. Underneath it is Corey Bell. Can Maverick Goldfield beat him in the air? Yes, he can, but plays wrapped up well by Borsens. And I think that's Daniel Punch there. 5th and last in a handover. The Blues hold on well.
Yeah, not a bad finish to the set for the Maroons. It was a good kick and pinned them deep inside the 10, but just unable to capitalise with the 5th tackle kick there. So the Blues now working deep from within their own half. We know how versatile, how explosive they can be. You look at the likes of Casey Kay, Eli Barnes, Chaz Dingo, these names we always talk about. You've got Riley Flynn out there as well. I mean, there's just so much star-studded talent. It's almost got me speechless here, Will. Big breakaway, and Lomu picks it off there from Luke Short. And that'll be ball to the Queenslanders inside the Blues half.
As now it's Chris Lord through the line. The New South Wales Blues yet to complete a set. That's the first. Now the second as Lord's brought down the 20. Barnes having to make the tackle. No fullback at home now. They may be trying to use one of their speedy second rowers. No, it's going to be plays. Goes through the middle. Tackled well. It's now Tyre. Just driving up and brought down as McKinnon with the tackle. They go out to the left now. It's going to be Malchus. Spreads it. Mike Borson jams in on Butterfield. And a much needed tackle. There was an overlap there. That's the 4th. As the Queenslanders going to the left side, danger, Oldfield's over, and the Queenslanders strike first.
Yeah, great start from Queensland. Maverick Oldfield, the veteran, the OG, lined up at the left centre spot, and he just waited for his cue, and once that ball got to him, just had to get past Corey Bell, his Melbourne Storm teammate, and the Maroons strike first blood in this game. It's a crucial score for the Queenslanders. We know how good this Blue side is, but the Maroons, they're looking to set the tempo early, and that is the way to do it. Nothing speaks louder than points will, and that is the way you want to start in this Origin series. Queensland up 4-0.
As it'll be Thorne swinging that one just away to the left. 4-0 will remain the score as the Maroons get the first score, like you said, of the series. And the Blues, they just have not been able to complete. They're not going to be happy. Luke Short throwing an intercept there, but he is not to be blamed. There needed to be support there from New South Wales, as they can definitely bounce back. It's been a frantic first few minutes, as it always is with Origin football. As Kay kicks off again, and quite a few debutants tonight from the Queenslanders especially. It's Chris Lord, I believe, hasn't played before. Sharp in the centres, he hasn't played before. And I think it's Jason Lomu also making a debut tonight. And a few returning faces such as Jordan Lewis and Justin Plays and Xavier Demando. So quite a mix out there tonight for Queensland. For the Blues, it is Riley Flynn making his debut. Chaz Dingo joining him in the centres out of the fullback spot after some mixed form. Lachlan McKinnon also making a debut. Luke Short and Daniel Punch returning as Cox now through the line. Brought down there by Mike Borsons. And Yegor Makazi and Riley Murray both making their debut tonight for the Blues. As they go, fifth and last. Butterfield puts it up high. Barnes is underneath it. He'll take it well, but driven back into their own in-goal. The Queenslanders, they are coming with force here.
Yeah, well, that was a great kick from Butterfield, and I think that's the game plan for the Maroons, is just put the high bombs up and try and back your defense to pin the Blues deep in their own half. We know how dangerous they can be off the counter and the kick returns, but if you can get to them first, bring them down, it'll go a long way, but to get them back in goal is even better. So for the Maroons, capitalise, you've got field position, get in there and try and cross the line.
As that's only the second now, as the Queenslanders go to the left. Butterfield links up with Oldfield. Oldfield through the line, gets the ball back on the inside. It's a knock on though. Butterfield with butterfingers. And the Blues got very lucky there.
Yeah, that one was looking dangerous once again for Queensland. Maverick Oldfield, I mean, he's been getting so involved early on for left centre, and he had the right idea, but the execution not there. Good offload to Cody Ogg. Looking very dangerous here off that set, but the Blues with a chance to reply now. We'll see how they'll be able to go about it and see where they'll play this set through.
The main thing here for the Blues is holding on to the ball and finding some good field position, as now it's Lachlan McKinnon getting the offload back to Will Kay. Very heavily involved early on with some probably about 80 odd metres already, as now it's going to be Nathan O'Donnell. Down the left side, gets the ball back to KCK. He'll get on the front foot here. Kicking duties will go to someone else. It looks like it's going to... Oh, no. It looks like it's going to go to Will Kay, as he will kick it. And it'll be a good punt, actually. Goes down the guts and plays. Catches it just before his own in-goal. They need a good chase here, and they get that. McKinnon making a good tackle, and the Queenslanders forced to fight out of their own end. Oi.
Yeah, that was a great kick there. Oh, and it's thrown away by Sonny Tyre. Surprise, surprise. But I'll tell you what, that was a good kick from Kay, pinning the Maroons deep. And now with that mistake from the captain of the Maroons, pinned inside their own red zone. Big pressure coming up for the Maroons. Blues looking for their first points of the game. Can they get through right in?
McKinnon crashing over the line, brought down by Sharp and Tyre. Referee Josh Pretlove sending this one upstairs. And it'll be a no try for that one. And you'd have to agree with the bunker there. Ball didn't even look like touching the ground, but that's only the second, maybe third tackle. Third tackle there. They go to the right. KCK goes to Punch. Punch picks it up. Punch gets an offload away. It's James now with the ball. He won't be able to go anywhere. Rushed up upon by the Queensland defense. They go out to the left. Now it's KCK. Goes to McKinnon again. McKinnon driven back. They're really trying the crash play here, the Blues. The Maroons had the answers for everything so far. They'll go to the right. It'll be KCK putting it up high. It's a bit of a floater. Demando's underneath it. It's a tap back. Barnes will score. Barnes will score! And the Blues are over for one of their very own tries. It didn't take them long to hit back here, Sonny, but hit back they have.
Okay, how good is he when he is in a Blues jersey? He just steps up, plays out of his skin, moving to the 5'8" role for this one, and he just puts up a swirler of a bomb. It was a tester for the Maroons outside backs to try and contest it, and Eli Barnes just waiting for the tap back, doing what he always does best. Right place, right time, New South Wales on the board.
And you think from virtually in front here, Will Kay would kick this? Whoa. It's 6-4. The New South Wales Blues take the lead for now. But a very, very tough game that we've seen so far, Sonny.
Yeah, well, the mistakes have played a huge part early in this one, and I think both teams are they're jumping the gun a bit too early. They need to try and settle down and compose themselves. We know Origin is a big stage, but there's plenty of footy left, and if you blow your fuse too early, you might not have enough gas left in the tank to finish this one out. But it just goes to show how much these two teams, how much these two states really want it. And with the opening action that we've seen in game one, I mean, they're leaving it all out there, and there's still plenty of footy left to be played. So the neutrals and the fans should be in for a good game.
There's Daniel Punch taking a good run there, and he's been in great form for the Newcastle Knights, as is this man, Mike Borsons. Gets it off the pass, and it's Sonny Tyre picking one off now. Neither team able to hold on to the ball, and Sonny Tyre redeeming himself as now Malchus goes left. It's going to go to Lord. Able to drive the defence back there, but not making too many post-contact meters as Tyre goes to plays. Now spreads it to Thompson. Nyana Broughton-Thompson brought down. That's the third. As the Queenslanders, they're on this line again. They're shaping up again. They go to the left. It's going to be Allison. One-on-one tackle from Kay there, as he manages to bring him down. Fourth tackle. They go to the left. It's going to be Malchus. Goes short ball. Og picks it up. Hit off the ball there in Lomu. And that'll be the first for the Blues, managing to hold on there.
Yeah, that was looking dangerous once again, but that pressure, that contact from the Blues, forcing that mistake, and it spilled lollies all over the field. So they get the ball back deep inside their red zone, but they've got work to do. If the Maroons can just keep up with a good defensive set, then they could pin them deep and get some good field position off the kick return.
As the Blues struggling to make meters here, hard Queensland defense, pinning them down in their own end. It's Luke Short now taking a run on the fourth, fifth and last. The kicking options on either side of the field. Tim James elects to go to KCK. KCK boots it downfield. Finds Demando just behind the 30 now. Is on the kick return. Demando brought down by Punch, as that's the first, and the Queenslanders find themselves in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and Xavier Demando is someone I'm really looking forward to seeing tonight. He's had a good season with the Raiders. They're in good form at the moment, so I think him at the left wing, keep an eye out for him. It's going to be a tough battle going up against Corey Bell on that edge, but yeah, that's going to be one key highlight to look out for, one key matchup to keep tabs on.
As Cox now taking a run through the middle, that's the fourth. As they go out to the left, it's going to be Allison. There's forwards out of position. Kay gets there to make the tackle. That's the fifth and last. 40-90 metres gain on this set. The Queenslanders on the 10 again. They've got options. Out to the left, it will be Butterfield. He won't be able to put a kick in. He's going to go for the pushing try, but turned over by his teammate Daniel Punch. And it'll be a handover. The Blues, they've been pinned down this end for ages now, and they will remain so, as O'Donnell through the line throws a ball away. The Queensland is picking it off. Now they go to the right. It's going to be Butterfield. Inside ball. Allison tackled by Kay again, as that's the second. Maroons out to the left. Butterfield hit off the ball. It's going to be Cox though. Cox will pick up the loose one, and the Queenslanders are over again here.
Lockie Cox, good awareness, swipes on that one, pounces on it I should say, and penetrates that line full speed ahead, untouched. And the Maroons, that was, geez, one was looking a bit shaky, but the unforced mistake from Nathan O'Donnell to throw that intercept to Luke Malchus inside the red zone, that has just been a punishable offence from O'Donnell, and the Queensland Maroons have put points on the board to capitalise. So great for the Queenslanders. New South Wales just need to steady their game a bit. I think they're starting to feel the pressure of this Origin arena, especially at Suncorp. The crowd is right up in your ear. They're going to try and get into your heads. So for these Blues, they just need to stay calm and composed. For the Maroons, momentum on your side. Now it's time to capitalise. Now it's time to really pounce and take control of this game.
As the subs for either team coming on shortly. For the Blues, it will be Igor McCuzzy and Riley Murray. For the Queenslanders, it will be Casey Numina. And Chad Johnson as Lomu getting a line break early there. And that'll be the first, as the Blues really need to have a strong defensive set. In fact, oh no, never mind. The subs have not come on yet. Well, they have now for the Queenslanders. Namina makes his way onto the field, and they'll be running at a very tired Luke Short and Daniel Punch. It's now Lomu again, brought down by Cody Ogg. That's the third. As they go out to the right, now it will be Butterfield. Spreads it to Tyre. Brought down the tackle there. McKinnon wrapping him up. So that's the 4th. At the 50 now, the Queenslanders. They go out to Chad Johnson. Bumping off one through the middle. Gets an offload as well for his troubles. As Malchus plays the ball quickly. They go to the right. Now it's going to be Tyre. Just running it. Was that not the last? Has the referee given them 7 tackles here? He has, and he's given them a penalty as well.
Well, we got to remind the viewers that one of the referees for tonight's game is Queensland local Josh Pretlove. And yeah, obviously there's going to be some words said about this passage of play that just went down. But the Queensland Maroons with a prime chance to go out to a 6-point lead as Thorne slots it straight down the middle for the Queenslanders, off to the ideal start. But you just cannot afford to get complacent. You cannot afford to let your foot off the pedal. But this is a great start from the Maroons. The Blues looking to bounce back once again. And Will Kay will have the duty to send it downfield. But Will, your thoughts on the opening 20 minutes so far?
Yeah, the opening 20, there's been a lot of luck going to the Queenslanders at the moment. It looks like there is someone looking down upon them. Maybe that man is Josh Pretlove, who claims his allegiance is actually to New South Wales, but he is a Townsville local. As that's going to be the first. Out to the left. Now it goes. Namina. Met there. There's Riley Murray and Yigal McCuzzy on the field now. You can see the bright head combination of the two of them. As that's going to be out to the left now. Lomu. Big run there. That's the third. May as well wave him a 6 again now. As they go out to Butterfield. That's the 4th. I'm going to be doing all the counting myself from now, Sonny. As that's Demando. That was a bit of a interesting pass there. It's 5th and last. The Queenslanders. They'll be forced to kick it here. And one can only hope that Corey Bell gets his hands on the ball. Oh, and it will be Corey Bell. Here we go. It's Corey. Steps around Mav Oldfield. Can't get away from Lomu. And that will be the first for the Blues. And they've started off this set strong. They just need to hold on to it. As now it's Tim James through the line. James going for a bit of a run. He's got a bit of space ahead of him. He should just hold on to the ball here. And yes, he will. As that's a terrific run there from Tim James. Out of the position he's been playing in Clubland is Cody Og inside ball. It's going to be Eli Barnes weaving through. The Tigers fullback. As that's the third now. Out to the left it will be. Kay goes there. Casey Kay. Now to O'Donnell. O'Donnell. Will he be able to crash over? Yes, he will. We'll see whether he gets the ball down. But I think he may have made up for that previous error in getting a 4-pointer for New South Wales.
Yeah, Nathan O'Donnell on the redemption arc. Return serve with a score of his own and taking the contact from 2 defenders. Sonny Tyre there to try and stop him. But yeah, there was just no stopping him from that range. Nathan O'Donnell, he's been so good. Not just this season, but for the past couple of seasons. He's really, stood up and made a name for himself. So yeah, just what the Blues needed to reply. It's going to be a tough kick here for Will Kay, though, from the sideline. Maroons fans giving it to him. Let's see what he's got.
It looks a bit pointed to the left here as well. Not his preferred side.
Oh,
and it's going to hit the post. And New South Wales will trail by 2. And that is disappointing there from the Blues. But, they much prefer the trail by 2 than by 6, I believe.
Yeah, and it's just been real back and forth between these two sides. When one team gets momentum, another team just turns it all around. So there is not much separating these two at all besides the 2 points on the scoreboard. And that's the sort of game you want when it comes to Origin. You want a competitive game. There were some people that thought that this was going to be a walkover for the Blues, but this game is proving to be anything otherwise. So yeah, both teams with everything to play for. Stay pride on the line. Let's get it going once again, back on the set.
As now it's Eli Barnes, just breaking through the line. Eli Barnes going for a run. Now it's Riley Murray away. Murray's got space ahead of him. Murray breaking a tackle as he brings his team to the 30. That's the third tackle now. The vice captain leading by example. Now they go. Cody Og goes to Yigal McCuzzy. Yigal McCuzzy through the line. Almost there. As he's brought down, the Blues parked up here. They go to the right. It's going to be Mark Borsons. Borsons can't get the ball away. He'll hold on to it. It's Tim James now. James, where can he go with the ball here? Casey Kay set up on the right. They'll use him. Casey Kay can't get it away. A great tackle there from the Queenslanders. It's Lomu. And a handover, but a bit of excitement from the bench forwards of New South Wales.
Yeah, what a run from Riley Murray. Probably the best run I've ever seen in his career. So he'll certainly be wrapped with that one. But great defense from Lomu. I mean, all eyes were on KCK on that set. Almost every defender had their eyes locked in on him. Stop KCK. He's a huge X factor. But the goal line defense of the Maroons holding staunch on that one. We'll see how they can go on this set. Backed up deep in their own half. They could go for a 40-20 here.
So that's the fourth tackle from the Queenslanders, for the Queenslanders. And now Dylan Sharp wrapped up well there by Riley Flynn. The Raiders fullback that's having quite a season to remember. Earned him a Blues spot as Malchus kicks it, goes down. Eli Barnes. Barnes can't get away from anyone there, and he's wrapped up just short of his own 40. As James now goes to KCK, goes to Riley Murray. Murray bumps off one. Riley Murray through the line now. Just finding a bit of space and breaking the line, brought down by Justin Plays. Now no fullback at home. They got to take advantage of this as it's going to be Lachlan McKinnon unable to get away from Cox. That's the third. 30 metres out now. As Tim James goes to Mike Cuzzy. Now goes to Riley Murray again. He'll take another run. Just ducking his head, trying to get past James Thorne, but he can't quite break the tackle as that's going to be the fourth now. Out to the right. It's going to be Cody Ogg just taking a hit up. It's a good position that the Blues find themselves in, fifth and last. They've got options. They go. It's going to be Will Kay. Just running it, and he's just going to run on the last. And nothing going there for the Blues.
Yeah, fifth tackle options just fizzling out for New South Wales, and I'm not sure if that's fatigue or if it's just communication because it's so loud out there on the field. I mean, we know what Origin atmosphere is like, especially here in the Cauldron, but that one fizzles out once again. The Maroons now looking to try and get to the other side of the field. Second tackle at their 30, a lot of work to do. And oh, geez, watch out, Dylan Sharp! Off the draw pass from Sonny Tyre. I thought that was waiting to be picked off, but inside the Blues half now.
It's going to be Lomu. Able to be brought down. That's the fourth tackle. They go out to the left. It's going to be Butterfield. Now spreads it to Namina. Namina brought down. Into touch. Corey Bell. A big tackle there from the winger. The Melbourne Storm fullback doing what he does best. And big Casey Namina thought he could just run over the top of Corey Bell. Little does he know that is his wing and he is the Homelander.
Casey Namina, the makeshift winger on that play. Look, we do see it happen sometimes, but the big fella probably just a bit too big to be playing out on that wing. He was out by a bicep, so yeah, just one off the hook there for Queensland. Now the Blues with a good chance to counter. Riley Murray, watch out for him. He's been having a great stint, and they shifted out right. Great passage of play from the Blues, but it's shut down by Xavier Demano. Clutch tackle, third at the halfway.
As now it's Mike Borson's taking it. That's the fourth. The Blues, they need a big run here from someone if they are to break into this danger territory. As Igor Maikazi just taking the hit up there. That's the fifth. As the Blues will be forced to punt it here. There you go, Mike Borson's putting it off the left boot, down to the wing of Xavier Demando on the kick chase. That's well taken, Dingo. Very good tackle there from the Cowboys fullback. There's now Butterfield. Goes to Namina. He's driven back. That's the second. So he'll play it. Out to the right now. It's going to be Butterfield. Now to Cox. Driven back again. Okay, making his second tackle of the set. As it go, that's the third. Now Tyre. Passes out to Malchus. The Queenslanders just going through the middle of their pack to try and drive some meters out here. Cox gets just past the 40 as they'll be kicking here on the 5th, the Queenslanders, you'd think. And they go out to Sonny Tyre. He'll kick it, and it's going to be a good punt. All the way down to Nathan O'Donnell. It's getting the Queenslanders out of a bit of trouble and well rushed up on there, Nathan O'Donnell. Dylan Sharp and Nyona Broughton-Thompson, former teammates, just doing well, knowing exactly how they wanted to meet in that tackle. As now it's going to be Igor Maikazi going through the middle. Maikazi with some meters now. Maikazi gets an offload back to Will Kay. Kay driven back by Thorne. As that's the second. The Blues go out to the left. It's going to be McKinnon. Pumping the legs as he gets some post-contact meters against Cox. As that's the third. Now goes out to the right. KCK spreads it to Kay. Fourth tackle and well met again by Thorne. There's just been a lot of aggression between those two, Will Kay and James Thorne, on the field tonight. Obviously, very close teammates on the field, playing hooker and lock respectively. As now James goes to KCK, puts it on the ground, well taken. Barnes held up. And that'll be a handover on the 10-metre mark. The Queenslanders did well to rush up on the fullback there.
Oh, that was a moment of desperation from the Maroons, Will. I thought that New South Wales were going to crack that one, with Eli Barnes especially, but they just find a way to dig deep and get the job done, and that's what matters. That's what counts in these sorts of games. Doesn't have to be flashy, just stop the play from progressing, and they've done that here. But the Maroons looking flat on attack. I think fatigue is starting to play its part. It just looks like they're struggling to try and find gaps in this New South Wales line. So maybe the Maroons just looking to get to half-time, get a breather under them, readjust, reevaluate, and hopefully come into the second half firing.
Yeah, hopefully it's fifth and last now. The Queensland is playing the ball in the 50. They go Butterfield. He punts it down deep to Corey Bell. He'll take it on the full. It's the Queenslanders. They set up with a bit of a weird defence there, and the shape works though, as that's going to be a minute left. Tackle one. The Blues, they'll probably just be trailing at halftime, you'd think. But they'll go into halftime with the ball. It's Barnes. Goes out to the right now. It's Borsons. Inside ball. Will Kay. Unable to go anywhere there. That's the third. So go out to the left. It's going to be Borsons. Now goes to Cody Ogg. Cody Ogg through the line. Cody Ogg with a bit of space. As now would be a perfect time to give away a penalty. But it's no such luck for the Blues. As now Lachlan McKinnon. And that'll be the halftime hooter. The Queenslanders up 12-10. We will see you shortly. Welcome back to SRL TV. State of Origin Game 1 brought to you proudly by TVC Live. And it's been a thrilling clash so far. 12-10, the Queenslanders hold the lead. As the Blues will kick off here and a few key changes at halftime. Kerrigan coming on the field. Alongside, I believe it was Jordan Lewis. And for the Blues, it was Riley Murray, Pache, and Mark Lee coming back on. Some heroes of the last Origin campaign making their return in the Origin Arena for Season 9. And that first half, the Blues, a lot of incompletions, really giving them, revealing a soft underbelly. How would you say that the Blues need to respond in this second half?
Oh, geez, I hope NBT is responsive after that hit, but I'll tell you what, okay, the New South Wales Blues have looked good on attack, especially in the back end of that first half. They were finding a lot of gaps and holes in the lines of the Maroons, but they're just not able to get across the line, and that's down to the goal line defense of Queensland. They stressed it all week. They know how clutch they have to be, especially on the goal line D. And they hold the 2-point lead at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what the game plan will be if they just want to try and focus on their defense. But 6 again, give it away.
Mark Lee with a bit of space, and it was a great passage of play there from the Blues. It was Cody Ogg offloading to James, who got it to Lee eventually. Now it's Chapman Kenny going to Tim James. Now it's Riley Murray. He almost ducks in for a try. He's brought down by Chris Lord. That's the first. As they go out to the left now, it's going to be Lachlan McKinnon. Driving forward. He won't get an Origin try on debut there. As now it's going to be Mark Lee. Goes out to Roy to the right. It's Casey Kay driven back. As that's the third tackle here. The Maroons just scrambling well. They go big hit there. It's going to be picked up by Borsons. Unable to cross the line though as the Queenslanders coming in waves. They go out to the right again. Now it's James. Driven back. Fifth and last. Options either side. They go. Casey Kay goes deep to Borsons. Borsons puts it up. It's a shallow kick. O'Donnell taps it back. Barnes. He's tackled. And he's turned. That is excellent defense from the Queenslanders.
Oh, tense moments for the Queenslanders, I'll tell you that much, Will. But Eli Barnes wrapped up and turned on his back, and that's the sort of resilient defense, the desperation that you need to play with if you want to win this game if you're Queensland, and that's the way to do it. They hold up once again, but you just got to wonder how many times can they hold up on the goal line before they're cracked. They're doing a great job at the moment, but time will only tell if the pressure will just be too much in the end. So they need to get away with a good counter-attacking set here. Hopefully Coxie can do it, but he's wrapped up. 4 tackles shy of the halfway.
As you never know when they're going to get an extra tackle here, the Queenslanders. So that's the fourth. Going out to the left now. It will be Butterfield. Just slicing through it. Cody Ogg bringing him down. That's the fifth and last. As the Blues able to hold the Queenslanders out of their danger territory. And Sonny Tyre kicking it deep here. It goes down to Nathan O'Donnell's wing. They need a good kick return here, the Blues, as they get around one, but not past Dylan Sharp. So that'll be the first. Flynn plays the ball out to McKinnon. He just takes a big hit up. That'll be the second. As they go out to the right now. Chapman Kenny inside ball. Tim James. Just running up through the middle, brought down by Sonny Tyre. That's the third. Lee goes out to the right. Chapman Kenny now goes to Parche, bumps off one. Polly Parche just straight through the line, and it was Lachlan Cox still trying to regather his feet here as they go out to the left. They're going to try and target that edge, but no, McKinnon just couldn't get the pass that he needed to. That's the fifth and last. The Blues. They'll go deep to KCK here. Putting the punt in down to the wing of Xavier Demando. There's a lot of space there for Demando, but he's wrapped up well by Chaz Dingo, and that's the first.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Will, the right edge pairing of Chaz Dingo and Corey Bell, they've stopped Xavier Demando from making those kick returns that he's made a name for in the SRL, especially this season. But they get a good counter-attack here. Second tackle at the halfway. Now the Maroons, they've sort of been lacking on the attacking side through Dylan Sharp on the edge. Sharp cuts in field, brought down in the clutch tackle by Eli Barnes, I think it was. I'm probably wrong. And here we go, Queensland. Let's see what you got.
As the Queenslanders parked up on the line again, 10 metres out. They go out to the right. It will be Tyre, driven back there by KCK. Fifth and last now. The Queenslanders, they've got options out on the right. They may go down that side. No, they're going to go to the left. It's going to be Milo Kerrigan putting it up very high and very deep. It'll be a well taken by Barnes. And out to the 20 for a restart, the Blues.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Will, that was a great kick by Kerrigan, but just no one really in support on the kick chase. And that just made the job effortless for Eli Barnes. But that was a great attacking set, courtesy of Dylan Sharp, making the line break on the right edge. I've been keen to see how he goes tonight. And with plays like that, he can certainly have his part to play in a game of this magnitude. So the Blues do a good job to hold on there once again. And Riley Flynn through the left edge. I nearly botched that one, but a great run from the Raiders fullback. Second tackle inside opposition forward.
Now they go. KCK goes to Tim James, just taking another run through the middle. James just finding his footing now at lock. As they go out to the left, it's going to be Riley Flynn. Flynn pulling forward as that's the fourth. They spread the ball out to the right again. Tim James now goes to Lachlan McKinnon. Brought down, fifth and last. As the Blues, where do they go here? Out to the right, it will be Kane Chapman-Kenny putting up very high. It's a towering kick, in fact. It's Nathan O'Donnell, and he will not be able to get anywhere, though. Once he finds the ground, it'll be a handover.
Yeah, well, oh man, how tense is this match getting? We've still got just under half an hour to go, but I mean, it's just so tense. Both teams, they want it badly. It's a low-scoring affair, 12-10. No one gets a score in the second half. 6 again for the Maroons, and Lachlan Cox manages to milk another 6 again call for Queensland. And there you go, a bit of luck on their side, but they won't be complaining, I'll tell you that much, Kay. But the Maroons, they need to make it count. They've had their chances, just unable to cross. Can they make it count?
As Cody Oldnow taking the intercept. And it is all equaled out in the end, the luck. As now it goes. Corey Bell down the wing. Can't get away from Oldfield, as that'll be the second. The Blues go out to the left. It's going to be Tim James. Now goes to Riley Murray. Smashed in the tackle there by Lord. He gets up and plays it quickly, though. As out to the left, Ollie Parche. He'll play it. They go out to the right again. Tim James. James through the line. Unable to make any real meters there. Is fifth and last. The Blues go out to the left. It's going to be KCK. Puts it up high out to the right. Eli Barnes is circling. It's a tap back for him. They've been on him every time, though. And Barnes is unable to crack the line. The Queenslanders have just been so strong at stopping Eli Barnes from doing what he does best.
Okay, it's like the Queenslanders aren't afraid to concede the tap back, but just get to Eli Barnes. As long as you stop him, you stop that try from being scored, you stop that play from eventuating. So that looks like the game plan. But I'll tell you what, it has just been so edge of the stuff. It has just been so anxiety-inducing watching this game. I mean, we still got 25 minutes left to play, and both teams, they want it so bad. They've been playing like it, and it's just given us a great display of footy, K. This was Origin footy at its peak right here.
Sure is. As Cox now just running it straight at Riley Murray, as he'll be coming off the field shortly, as will a lot of these players. Next forward rotation making their way back, as it's going to be Butterfield putting it across field. Now it's going to be Nathan O'Donnell in a bit of space here. Nathan O'Donnell decides to take the step infield and not risk being taken out as they go. Now it's going to be off KCK's head. Play on. Casey,
Oh,
now blocking McKinnon with a bit of space. McKinnon's away. MBT one-on-one with him now. Someone dives in the background. Now it goes to Mark Lee. Mark Lee almost at the line. Brought down there by Josh Butterfield as that's the second. They go out to the left, the Blues. Now it's McKinnon driving for the line. Lachlan McKinnon brought down. A metre short, if that. It's Casey K now driven back. The Blues with some buffer space. Can they do anything with it? They're going to go Ollie Pache. He's going to drive, but be held up again as they will go. Deep to Casey K. He'll put it along the ground. It's going to be picked up by Kerrigan though. As Kerrigan with a bit of space. Brought down by Dingo.
Oh, Will, I can't tell you how much I love Kerrigan right now because my heart can't take how much chances at the line the Blues have had, but the Maroons, they keep finding a way to get it done, and that's all that matters. Great run, great line break from Milo Kerrigan, and we'll see if that can open anything for the Maroons as they approach Blues half.
So now it's Lomu. Brought down there, that's the fourth. So he plays at the Queenslanders. Going out to the right. Both teams still scoreless in the second half. Now it's going to be Lewis. Getting his way over the line. 15 metres out from the try line. As the Blues, can they hold on here? They go out to the left. It's going to be Butterfield. He'll be smashed there. Absolutely smashed by Riley Murray. And the New South Wales Blues vice-captain puts his heart on his sleeve and puts Josh Butterfield on his back.
Riley Murray, I'll tell you what, he must have felt some type of way after copping that hit from Chris Lord because he just sent the opposing defender nearly out of the stratosphere. But Riley Murray trying to make his impact felt before he takes off the field. And this last 20 minutes, Will, this is where the game's going to be decided. Fresh legs on through the middle. Who's going to be the one to crack first? No team has cracked in the second half just yet. Tim James, one of the leading SimVP candidates. Great run, 25 away from the line.
This now goes out to the right. Kane Chapman-Kenny goes to Eli Barnes. He puts the footwork on, but he can't get away from James Thorne there. He's been defending excellently in the middle. It's Luke Short and Daniel Punch coming back on. Now they go to the left. It's going to be Borsons. Borsons puts it very high. Who's going to be underneath it? Can they tap it back? No, they can't. Plays takes it well. And the Maroons defending that kick.
Defense, defense, defense. This goal line defense of Queensland, it is just full of grit. And it is one tough nut to crack. The Blues have had so many chances inside the red zone, and the Maroons just keep finding a way to get it done. I know I've been saying it all night, but that is the game plan. That is the tone for tonight. Get the job done. And they've got the 2-point lead at the moment, but they need to try and capitalise with points because New South Wales have been getting inside the red zone far too easy. And if no one steps up, it could be a long night for the Maroons, given the hard work. NBT with the run, fifth and last coming up.
Now it's Broad and Thompson playing the ball. They go out to the left. It's Thorne. Thorne straight to the line. Thorne with a bit of space. Gets an offload back to Malchus. Malchus with a bit of space now as well. But brought down by Luke Short. And a bit of excitement for the last play there from the Queenslanders.
Yeah, off-the-cuff stuff there, Will. And you might have to start doing that because nothing's separating these teams at the moment. So maybe you have to go off script. Maybe you've got to take the game in your hands and try and make it happen through some individual brilliance. James Thorne, beautiful run. Offload to Malchus. Nearly paid dividends, but not here. Oh, not on that set. But that's the right idea.
It's Tim James playing the ball. They go to the left. It's going to be Punch. Punch goes to McKinnon. As that'll be the fourth. And they may go for a 40-20 here. It's going to be Casey K with the attempt. It's not a bad strike there, but it will be dependent on the bounce and MBT. But MBT just too good there in the right spot. Rushed up on by Riley Flynn and Nathan O'Donnell as they play the ball. Out to the left. Now it's going to be Sonny Tyre. Getting a line break. Brought down by Lee in the middle. So that's the second. The Queenslanders go out to the right again. Plays. Inside ball. Goes to Thompson. MBT brought down. It's the third tackle. So lock subs coming on shortly for both teams. It's going to be, that had to be a knock on. How is that not a knock on? That is my question. As it's Sonny Tyre now. Ankle tap there from Casey K. Cody Ogg sweeping across in defense. That's the fourth. As the Queenslanders, they go out to the left. It's going to be Kerrigan. Kerrigan over the line. Kerrigan gets the ball down. And off a knock-on play, it looks like the Queenslanders have scored here.
Oh, Will, I'll tell you what. If you are a Queenslander, you are counting your blessings. This could be a controversial try when it's all said and done at the end of the night, but the Maroons capitalise. Sonny Tyre with the line break. Oh, way to Milo Kerrigan, who followed up on the following tackle with a straight crash play, straight under the sticks. This is what the Maroons needed. heading into this back end of this game. Now, remember what happened last series, Will? Game 1 in Auckland. I mean, this one went right down to the wire. So the Queenslanders cannot afford to get complacent or get too far ahead of themselves. But the Blues, they need to crack on. They need to knuckle down. And if there any chance to get back into this fight, in your opinion, how is it going to be done, Will? Who's going to be the one to step up, get New South Wales back in this game?
It's got to be one of the back three here for the Blues. They're 8 points down. That's a 2-score scenario. It's got to be Corey Bell, Eli Barnes, and Nathan O'Donnell. And it just has to be a big play from one of them. Eli Barnes, he's been shut down all night, apart from that first try. And they just need to find some luck as well, the Blues, because they have not had it. The Queenslanders have had quite a bit of it in both halves as well. And yeah, they need something more here from the Blues.
Yeah, there's just no separating these two teams. I know Queensland have the 8-point lead, but we know what Origin is like. We know that anything can happen in this arena. So, me personally, I'm not counting the eggs before they've hatched. You know, there's still plenty of footy left to be played. But for the Maroons, defense. I reckon that's the way to go.
It's Broad and Thompson brought down in the middle there. That's the fifth, as the Queenslanders contained within their own half. If the New South Wales back three can strike here, that'll do just dividends for the confidence of the Blues. It's Corey Bell with the ball. He's going to be able to step. No, he will not. It looked like he was going to put a step on there, but he was driven back by Maverick Oldfield and Josh Butterfield instead. As they go left, it's Borsons driving up through the middle. So he's tackled. That's the second. The Blues go out to the left. Luke Short. Now goes Daniel Punch. So that'll be the third. The Blues need something big here from a player. It's going to be Will Kay taking the run. It's long in the tackle there. The Maroons go unpenalised in this game still. Casey Kay unable to break the line there. Fifth and last. It'll be the Blues kicking. As they go out to the right. Borsons puts it down. Goes deep to Demando. Demando on the kick return. He steps one. Xavier Demando. Brought down by Barnes. And just showing a bit of footwork there, Xavier. As they go to the right now, It's going to be Thorne.
Sorry to cut in there, Will, but Xavier Demando, that was probably his best run all night. That's a testament to how good that side of the defensive line for the Blues has been containing him. But it's the back end of these games where the kick returns can really devastate the opposition. You know, fatigue playing the factor, and oh geez, great run from Allison. But the Maroons now inside opposition 40. Big final 10 minutes coming up in this game one, Will. Oh geez, if you're a Maroons fan, the clock feels like it just can't go to 80 quick enough for the Blues. It feels like it's going faster than you could anticipate, but a big finish coming up here.
As they kick it down, Sonny Tyre puts it down to the wing of Nathan O'Donnell. He's going to have a little bit of space here, Nathan O'Donnell, to work with, but not too much as he gets to the 40. Cut down there by Dylan Sharp. So that's the first, and a very slow release of the tackle as Will Kay goes to Daniel Punch. Just crossing the 50 there. So that's the second. Playing the ball. Out to the left now. It's going to be McKinnon. Goes there. Nathan O'Donnell brought down by Sharp. Third tackle. The Blues. Playing the ball out to the right. It's going to be Eli Barnes. Eli Barnes through the line. Eli Barnes steps one. Gets the ball away to Daniel Punch. They're in attacking position now, the Blues. Can they do something with it as they go? McKinnon goes wide. It's O'Donnell. O'Donnell can't get away from Sharp. He's locked him down there, Dylan. As it's going to go to the right. It will be Will Kay putting the bomb up. Underneath it is Barnes. It's going to have to be him. No, it's going to be NBT. But a repeat set coming for the Blues here. And they have to get it done in this next set, because they still have to score twice.
Yeah, well, this could be the biggest set of the night for New South Wales. Their game could be on the line with this set right here. So let's see who's going to stand up. Who can stand up to the pressure? Who can overcome the adversity? No! And it's thrown away straight for Lachlan Cox. Picked off there. I think Casey Kay was the one that threw it. It's unlike him, but Casey Kay has thrown an intercept that could define the outcome of this game. NBT through the right edge. Second tackle inside the red zone. Queensland looking to ice this game right here, Will.
As James Thorne just darting from dummy half here, the Blues need to dig deep in this defensive set. They go to the third. That's going to be out to the left. Now it's going to go to Cox, spreading the ball to Malchus. Driven back in the tackle there. That's the fourth. The Blues, can they hold on? They go to Thorne. Out to Allison. Brought down the tackle. 5th and last. The Queenslanders. They go out to the right. It will be Butterfield putting it along the ground there. It's going to be Dylan Sharp scoring. On
Come on,
debut.
Queensland.
And the Maroons will ice this one.
Dylan Sharp on debut. Take a bow, mate. This is going to be one you remember for the rest of your career. The Queensland Maroons, the underdogs. They're looking like they're in the driver's seat now, Will. And I've got to tell you what, it has been such a game. It's not over yet, so like I said, I'm not counting the eggs before they hatch. But I just got to give my flowers to New South Wales because we know how good they are. And this is probably going to fire them up for game 2. But for the Maroons, backs against the wall, adversity all over. I don't think there were too many people that even gave us a chance heading into this one. And they've just really, they've done the state proud. They've done the jersey proud. Got to finish it off strong here, but a good display from the Queenslanders tonight.
Yeah, good display for the Queenslanders, and the Maroons' defense has just been so fortunate and so strong.
We'll take it. We'll take it. I mean, look, sometimes it does come down to the rub of the green. Sometimes it does come down to a decision or decisions in a game that can impact the outcome. But on behalf of Queensland, we're not complaining one bit. We're in the driver's seat at the moment. Won't get too carried away, but very thankful to come away with this win. And it's been a gritty effort. Allison cops on there from Luke Short. The Blues are getting angry now. This could turn a bit physical. This could turn a bit feisty towards the back end here, Will.
With a 3-score game here, the Maroons, I think they know what the result will be. There's Thorne out to the right. Lord now goes to Thompson. NBT brought down there. That's the 4th. As they go out to the right, it will be Sonny Tyre. Now goes to Sharp. Sharp down the line. And brought down 5th and last. The Blues looking for what would virtually be 3 kick return tries in a row. As they go out to Nathan O'Donnell on the return. What can he do here? Not much as Sonny Tyre wraps him up. That's the first. Now they go out to the right. It's going to be Barnes. Barnes through the line. Breaking a tackle as well. Eli Barnes gets an offload away. It goes to Malchus. He's going to be He's going to be able to break the tackle of McKinnon. As Malchus brought down. That's the first. As they go out to the left now, it will be Butterfield. Goes to Lomu. Playing the ball. Going to be Thorne from dummy half. Darting. Tackled 5 metres out from the line. As the Maroons, they'll have hand on ball. They'll win it here. It's going to be Butterfield. I thought he was going to go himself. He may still get over. And yes, he will.
Just to rub a little more salt in the wound, Joshua Butterfield. For the mighty Maroons. Mano a mano against Eli Barnes. And Queensland are going to take this one out. Looking for the 30-point mark. And oh, geez, Will, I'll tell you what. Scoreboard aside, it doesn't do the game justice because this one was really neck and neck. And especially for myself, I never had this game written off until this point right here, you could say. Straight onto the sticks. The Maroons are having a party. And yeah, just so proud of the boys tonight. Great effort. I don't think too many people would have seen this coming, but that's the way we wanted to start. Get off with a W. Learn the lessons of last season. Try and take it out next game, next week as well. But, well, for the Blues, I mean, like I said, scoreline doesn't do it justice. They put up such a good performance tonight, but it just got away from the back end once Kerrigan scored that try.
Yeah, Kerrigan's try, just the dagger in the heart. And the Blues unable to score in the second half here. Sonny Tyre. Long ball out. It's going to be Mike Borsins, but he won't even get to the line. As the Blues...
What's a game with Sonny Tyre without one of those Sonny Tyre moments? Oh.
As the Blues looking for just a consolation try here. Dingo wants to dig in. It's going to be Eli Barnes from dummy half. As they go out to the left. Now it's going to go Mike Borsins. Just driving forward. Borsins will get one. And the Blues, a bit of consolation there, but it is no use as they'll still lose by 14 points here.
Courtesy of a Sonny Tyre mistake there. Surprise, surprise. But Mike Borsins, we know how good he is. He made a name for himself. He was the one that broke Queensland hearts last season. And Well, he might not be able to do it tonight. He's stood up and got a try for the Blues. He's playing right through to the whistle. And that's what you want to see heading into next week, Will. You want to see players not give up till the end.
Yeah. He's been good tonight, Mike Borsons. He's been good in previous series as well. And the Queenslanders, they'll come away with the victory here. They've won the first game as they will celebrate a series of 3. And they're looking to close it out next week. The New South Wales, they will be heads hung low, but hold those heads high, fellas, because there's plenty more footy to be played here in Season 9 State of Origin. We'll see you in a second. As we look at some of the stats here, it's 30-16. Lachlan Cox, Oldfield, Sharp, Butterfield, and Kerrigan, the try scorers for the Maroons, just piling on the points at the end there. That's Barnes, Borsons, and O'Donnell for the Blues. Of course, you can see the possession there and the error count. Only 1 penalty in the whole game, and a questionable one at that. 20 more tackles from the Blues, and 4 more missed tackles from the Maroons, and 5 more line breaks to the Blues as well. So we look at some of the stats here, and it's James Thorne, 296 run meters, 2 line breaks, a try assist, 4 conversions. He was very, very strong tonight. Lachlan Cox, 179 run meters, 5 line breaks. Sonny Ty, 173. And Josh Butterfield, 147, 2 try assists, and a try to his name as well. Some solid performances from the Queenslanders tonight.
Yeah, well, I especially like the performance from Lachlan Cox. He got beat up tonight, but he just stuck in right till the end, and he never gave up, and he put on a performance like that. His speed, his versatility, it's an X factor for the Maroons, but in my opinion, it was just a total team effort. Defensively, I think that's where they really stood out. And yeah, I couldn't pin it down to any one player, because I really think it was the whole team that put in tonight. Dylan Sharp, in the second half, he really stood out, especially at the right centre spot. Luke Malkus, attacking wise, not the sort of numbers we're used to seeing, but defensively didn't miss a tackle. Chris Lord on his Origin debut, 78 run meters, 16 tackles, missed a few, but the result speaks for itself, Will, and the Maroons got the job done tonight, so good on.
As we move on now, the Blues, Tim James, 234 run meters, 4 line breaks, 2 tackle breaks. He played better in the first half than the second. He was a little bit lackluster at lock. McKinnon, 164 for him. O'Donnell, 130. Barnes, 115, which is very low for a fullback. And Will Kay, 115 as well. 27 tackles, 0 miss there in only 54 minutes. Good performance from Mark Lee as well, with 2 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks, and 15 tackles, 1 miss. So some good stuff from all over the Blues camp, but it was ultimately just the Queenslanders' day. Very quick shout out to Igor McCuzzy, who got 96 run meters in 18 minutes. That is just freakish.
Yeah, what an absolute gun he is, Igor McCuzzy, and he's really stepped up these past couple of seasons since his move to the Dolphins, and he's been a perennial second rower. So seeing those sorts of numbers, that's the potential he has to bring to this Origin arena. But shout out to Riley Murray as well. I know I give him a lot of flack, but he really had a good performance tonight. 83 run meters, didn't miss a tackle, and defensively he put on some big shots. So remind me to get back at him for the one he put on against one of our boys. But I mean, the Blues right in it, till around the 65-minute mark when the Maroons took the game. But I mean, this Blues side, very, very dangerous. And I'll tell you what, Will, on any other given night, the chances that they had inside the red zone, they probably would have put a number on the Maroons, but Queensland just dug deep tonight, and they deserved the win. So very proud of them. And the Blues, commiserations. It was a great game, and I'm sure you and your boys are going to be fired up next, Will, because we're going to be playing at home in Melbourne, MCG.
Yeah, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us in the box. Make sure you tune in next week for Game 2 of State of Origin Season 9. As the Blues look to keep this series alive, the Queensland's looking to ice it. We'll see you then down in Melbourne. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will make sure you stay tuned for more SRL action.